What's up everybody? Welcome to another episode of Sunday Driver. Today we're looking at an early Z car. This is one of the earliest models, and this is going to be Andrew's right over here. Andrew, what do we have here?
1970 Datsun 240Z.
Okay.
It's been restored, but it's all original parts.
Yep.
Except for the wheels or the slotted mag wheels that came on it from the dealership.
So who makes those? These slotted mags?
I don't know. They were put on the car in 1970 at the time of purchase. So
so these were new.
Those were the original slotted mags for the wheel.
Interesting. Mine came with slotted mags as well, but they look different from these.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah. So that was the only. I think it was the slotted mags and then the overrider bars, which are currently not on the car.
Right.
Were the upsells on the car from the dealership.
Right.
No.
So this car, if I remember right, it was introduced in 1969 at the Tokyo Auto Show. And these super early ones from early 1970, you can tell they're a little bit different. They have the vents back here on the hatch, which the later ones didn't. I think probably because of rust or water coming through. And what else, Andrew? What was the other thing that the early 70s had? There was something.
A few things here. The emblems are metal and say 240Z opposed to the vent, which is where the vents were relocated to.
So these don't have the vents like the later ones do.
The fuel door, opposed to just a pull tab here, actually has a lock.
Right.
Twisting lock. There's some unique characteristics like a jacket hanger or hanger.
What the heck? Where's that?
Chrome piece. It's right above the driver's headrest.
If you can see that. That is such a Japanese car thing to do.
A few other quirky parts.
And also this is kind of unique to the earlier cars. Not sure how well it'll come out, but you can see it has the vertical defrosters, which is kind of cool compared to everything up through 78 with the 280Z had the horizontal defrosters. So it's kind of cool to have the earlier ones. So how long have you had this car?
I've had this car exactly 5 years. I bought it, actually a little over 5 years. I bought it on my birthday in 2015.
That's a good birthday present right there. What kind of state was it in when you got it?
It was black.
Yeah, like matte black, or?
It had turned into a matte black. It was like someone put a lot of coats of lacquer on it and then clear coated it. But that preserved the paint or the body pretty well. There was,
that's the important part.
The only rust on this car was in the dog leg on the driver's side.
Right, it's pretty common.
There wasn't a whole lot of Bondo.
Excellent.
It was pretty straight. Dings and dents here, but
sure.
The car is Bondo free, rust free.
Beautiful.
And I don't think it'll ever rust again because of the prep paint that we put on it, the original epoxy.
So you went down, laid down the primer, and then
went down to bare metal.
Yep.
Laid down a direct to anything epoxy that is impenetrable. And then primer, and then single stage.
What about
stage over
the underside of the car? Did you go through and do like tar or any sort of paints on the other side
The whole underside of the car was also stripped.
Okay.
There was a very light black undercoating that was sprayed on, presumably from the dealership.
Okay.
That was flaking off, but now it's just all single color as it would have come from Datsun.
So Datsun never gave it like a black undercoating then? It's just
as far
one
as I
color?
Could tell, it was all, I mean, I could be wrong, but as far as I could tell from other people that I had talked to, the factory delivered it one color, and then the dealers would add the undercoating, especially dependent on what region the car was delivered in. So the car was delivered on the East Coast and Midwest, had a thicker undercoating.
Interesting.
Cars in California that I've seen either have had no undercoating, a thick undercoating, or just a light layer of black paint.
Interesting. It's funny what Datsun did in the earlier days to save money. Like, you can't see it right here, but the control arms in the rear aren't two different control arms. They're just the same one, but flips upside down to match to the other side. Yeah, let's see if we can see it. So, if you can see that, there's a support only on one side. And you can see it's flipped depending on which side it's on. Looks super clean under here though. Looks like everything's been painted and gone through. All right, and so these cars originally came with the 2.4 liter straight six with the SU carbs, and I think that's what we've got here still.
Yeah, it's the original engine with 56,000 original miles.
No kidding. Is it a California car?
Originally sold in Huntington Beach.
No kidding. It didn't go very far.
No.
Looks super clean, and I love, this is another thing with the really early cars, they say the 2400 on it. I'll get from the other side. Yeah, I'm pretty sure only the early 70s say the 2400 on it, so that's cool to have that part. Yeah. And almost all of them that you see, this air filter here is gone. They seem to just disappear at some point for whatever reason. I think a lot of people go to like the circular style.
And a lot of the E31 head is original to the car, which is usually switched out to E33.
Right. So all original. This thing is beautiful. Oh, this is fun too.
70. It's a 70 part.
Yeah, these are always gone. Whenever you see them, for some reason those seem to disappear. I think a lot of times they end up cracking and just withering away to nothing after.
Disintegrate.
Yeah, after 50 years. This is a pretty fun part. You have the light in case you break down the side of the road. There you go. And you could take it off and point it around. That's pretty sweet. Yeah, these cars were pretty ahead of their time. You know, when they first came out, they were faster than the new Porsches. And the cool thing about them was that they were able to do some cost-cutting measures. So, you know, the common man could go out and buy one if he, you know, worked hard and saved up. They were more obtainable than, say, your Porsches or Ferraris or comparable performance cars at the time. And how about this color?
The color is 905 Monte Carlo Red, which was late 69 to mid 70.
Right.
And after that, they changed it to 110 and just called it red. So this is the original color. It's a single stage.
Yeah.
So it's as original as I could get to the refinish.
Right. Did this car originally come in this color?
This is the original color for the car. Yes.
So you're able to find the paint code somewhere on the car?
So the paint code is right here. This is a redone sticker, but the original one is underneath it still.
Oh my gosh.
The 905 was just a little illegible, so I decided to replace it.
Very cool.
And then in redoing the car, when I got the paint sample, the original paint was obviously on the floors and underneath the dash.
Oh, right.
So I was able to match it perfectly.
Oh, that's good. This is interesting. My car, which is a early 71, so just a little bit later, has a plastic fan, and this is a metal fan. Is that an original piece?
Metal fan was 69 and early 70.
Interesting.
And then they switched to plastic for what I've learned, because the metal fans typically broke apart.
Okay.
And
yeah.
When you have one of those blades flying through your engine bay,
oh my goodness.
Does a little bit of damage apparently.
Yeah, with these early Datsuns, they were kind of figuring stuff out as they went. So mine was in early 71, so I ordered all these parts for a 1971, just like I thought it was, and then it comes in and it's a completely different part that would not even be close to be working, because mid-71 they went through and changed a whole bunch of stuff to you know, just make small improvements, but it made it so the old parts didn't work anymore.
Rubber guide here.
Well, why is that?
You can't buy this piece. At least I wasn't able to find this piece.
Yeah.
But I was able, this rubber wiper I found from a different car, and I know they're available now since I know where to find them, but I found from a different car, and then I had to create some metal staples to snap it into the stainless piece.
So how is it attached then?
It clips on.
Oh, okay, so it's clipped on the backside.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine are all trash and cracked up, so that's pretty nice. You can trust a little more that it's not going to be, you know, drenched inside your door if you ever go out in rain.
Thankfully, we live in San Diego.
Yeah, there's not really any reason to let it see rain.
the bottom's too clean to see rain.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, pretty cool. How about, here's a weird one. Is it the original key?
As far as I know, it's the original key.
That's pretty cool.
And I was hoping to get a new key solenoid for it.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why I think it's the original keys, because the key solenoid for the early 70s cars were different than all the other ones.
Okay.
So when I ordered a replacement, it wouldn't fit. The mounting holes were different. And even the parts from Nissan were different.
Right.
Than what fits on this car.
I heard a rumor about them. I don't know if there's any truth behind it, but basically they had like 20 different keys for all of the different Datsuns. So if you went around and you had a Datsun key and you were trying it, you had like a 1 in 20 chance that you're gonna be able to open it up and drive off with it. Who knows though? But definitely an early car. Oh, 5534.
There's plenty of earlier ones out there, but
yeah,
this one was the earliest one I could find at the time.
Cool.
This was another interesting one. This apparently was the original key fob that the dealers would give out.
No kidding.
So this was also new old stock. It was still in a sleeve, kind of caked in there. I don't know if it's the original leather, but this metal piece was original. The original ones were orange. And all this is like from what I've heard and what I've read. Yeah. The original ones are orange, where all the remade ones that you can buy now are red.
Oh, okay. So that looks original to me.
Just trying to add to the the originality of the car.
Can we hear it?
Let's hear it.
All right. People call me silly, but these early Z's and the straight six remind me of a Ferrari sound, especially like the P4s and the early V12 cars. I think they have a pretty similar sound, even though they're V12 versus a straight six, which that early carbureted motor makes such an awesome sound. Love it. All right, Andy, thank you for bringing it out. I appreciate it.
Happy to get it out of the garage.
Yeah, this is a beautiful car.
Thank you.
All right, everybody. See you later. So we're gonna go do something a little bit different. He's got one other car in the garage that we're gonna go for a quick ride, and taking you with me. I think you'll like it. Donut spot right there.
Oh my gosh, they've been blowing it up like every weekend. Oh, in here too. Wow.
Yeah, there's probably nobody here.
Oh, it's empty here on the weekends.
Yeah.
And there's a little tuner shop right up the street.
Oh yeah.
1, liftoff. We have a
Jesus Christ on a scooter.